Got Wheeler dropping off some more materials. Dan's running the machine here for the first time. Ducky's on the Gatorade already. We got the patio going first thing this morning. Getting started on it here. You can see what we're dealing with. We've got 4 pieces, I think it is. We got this piece here, this number 8 figure piece, these guys, and then there's a piece right here you can see, which is basically 2 of these guys, flat side to flat side together to make a circle thing. This guy right here, all one piece. Then we've got our soldier course that's gonna border around everything here. So we got sand screeded out, getting ready to go. Ducky's gonna bust into this pallet and lay our soldier course out along here. We figured out that if we start on this side, the flat side with this, we don't have to cut anything on this side. However, pretty much everything else is gonna have to be cut. So figured we'd work here and just work our way out. So we're gonna get rolling here first thing on the Thursday morning. Get the pavers going. We got this all done yesterday, as you guys saw. It's looking really good. It looks super sharp from up here. We'll get a few shots of that at the end of the day, but it looks super good. We're hoping to have this patio laid up and pretty much done by the end of the day today. That would be our ideal goal, is have this thing done, which I don't see why not. These bigger pieces lay very slick. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Jump over to the time lapse. All right, guys, it is 8:37, and look how far we've got. What have we been laying this for? Probably 45 minutes now. How's that? So these bigger pieces, although they're a pain in the butt to carry, definitely make it go super quick. Getting her all screeded out as we go here. Dan's getting her leveled up. Coming together well. They're talking about putting a some type of sealer on here, probably a wet look sealant on here. Now that obviously won't be able to be done for a couple of months now, because the blocks have to be a couple of months old at least to let the efflorescence get out of them and work their way out of them before that can be done. But a little breeze there, a little breeze. It's gonna be like 90, 95 and humid as all get out here today in Minnesota, so. Back to the time lapse. Basically, we put our edging all out, put it up to market and everything, put our paver distance in there because we're gonna have our soldier going in there, just as these sit here like we had on the other side. But basically, I'm gonna run the saw along here. I'm gonna put a score mark and everything all the way up so we don't lose the line ever. Once it's got the saw cut in there, the score is gonna be there forever. This outside radius here, I should be able to cut pretty well. The only thing is getting the chop saw between here and the wall is going to be a little bit more difficult. And cutting this inside radius might be a little bit difficult as well. So hopefully it goes smoothly. We don't have to pull them out. Otherwise, we're going to have to pull them out one at a time, set them out here, and cut them one at a time. So we'll try to make it work here. Well, the cuts turned out okay. All but one. Where are you at? Right here. Too much of an inside corner. Inside corners like that are hard to cut. These all turned out good because what you can do is work the saw at an angle. And you can see here, if you cut back into your cutoff piece, it doesn't matter because it's junk. The face will always look good. So outside corners are easy, inside corners are hard to do. Thing's hit its 100-hour mark. We got to change a fuel filter. Colton's working on that. Crescent wrenches work, or did you get a wrench?
No, I brought tools.
Oh.
No crescent wrenches.
That's unfortunate. Look at these guys. They already got to lift the blacktop in. They've been here for 45 minutes now, probably. I think it looks like they got a little bit of blacktop in already. Smell it.
Yeah. Thank God this is easy.
Looks like they got a newer Mustang skid loader. Didn't think those were a thing still. Well, I'm gonna start plucking these out, and I'm gonna have to recut that one there. Then we'll be on our way. Alright guys, so we've made some pretty good progress here. Ducky's looking at me funny because I'm holding that camera to myself. But you can see it's really coming along now. We've got the fire pit cut in and we got the base layer done. We're going to be building up on that. We're just going to glue and build it up. We got this thing set up at about 31 inches across on the outside, or the inside. So these just happen to work out perfectly, which is so awesome because we don't have to cut anything on there. Ducky's working on some edging. Wait on that outside piece, Ducky. We're going to have to put more gravel in there or something. Okay, just making sure we're all on the same page. But got everything else cut in. We got to go and tweak some of these before we poly sand, because with how big a gaps are in here, they tend to wobble around a little bit. So got to kick some of them, square them up. Like one down here I saw. Here, this one. Now in most cases on a normal paver patio or a different, something that the gaps are usually tighter on the patio itself, we'd cut these corners in. But if we cut one of these, we're not going to have the nubs on it, and then that means we're going to have virtually no gap in between there, which is totally not going to match with the rest of the patio, where in some places I can do 3 fingers, you know, I like almost stick my whole hand in. So decided not to do that there. Dan's chugging along with the caps now on the wall. How many have you had to cut so far?
3 at most so far.
That's not bad at all.
Doing pretty good with these specific caps.
Yeah, with these you can just flip them back and forth and kind of get them to work, because the taper on one side is just so little.
Pretty much 4 options for each block, so you have quite a bit of
wiggle room.
Yeah, around to make something work.
Yeah. So that's coming along good. It's all looking good. We're gonna get this fireplace built up, let it sit. What we're gonna have to do, because this is 31.5, we've had some fire pit issues, as you guys have known. It's 2.6 across with the which is 30 inches. A 30 by 30 is 2'6", and that's what the pan's gonna be. Originally, Jack had ordered a 2-foot pan, so we got that switched quick to a 2.6 pan. We got 31 inches across, and what we're gonna do is have a piece of aluminum angle iron on the top level, of course, that we're gonna just bolt along this side and bolt along that side over there, and then it's gonna be there, and then the pan's gonna sit on that, because we saw it doesn't have a lip on the pan, it's just a flat piece of metal. So that's gonna sit on there, and the caps will go over it and hold all the glass or the beads or whatever they want to use on the inside in. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just takes a lot of time and energy to do it. Once you do it a few times, it's not too bad. All right, guys, that is the end of today. It has been a full, hot day. Dan's got the caps going on along here. Josh assisted him with a lot of these. Everything is looking super sharp here. We got the patio all washed off. Ducky did all these soldiers along here, laid them all in, got them looking perfect. There he is there, man of the hour. Those guys too. Dan's on the machine, we're teaching them. But everything's looking super good. Just take them out, just bring them over there. Just so he can walk through there and it's cleaned up, everything's organized. You can see here, I don't want to walk in there because I got it all clean and I'm gonna stand on black dirt, but you can see we've got the vent there for the gas fire pit. We've got one there. We've got one over on this side. It was actually pretty cool how we put these in. In the past, we've took the sides and bent them in. I think I might have said that earlier in some of the videos when the fire pit came, but Jack told me that if I just run the saw blade on the inside along this block, slid it down on each side, I can just take the vent and slide it right down in place and it stays in there. So that turned out pretty good. And then over here, just about ripped off the gutter, we got the control box in place. It's got 4 Allens on it that we got to tighten up and square up. But basically, for some dumb reason, they made the control box 4 inches, so we had to cut a piece in underneath, which was kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know why they wouldn't just make it 6 inches like the grates they make, so they know the blocks are usually 6 inches. Why it's not 6 inches, I don't know. So, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but if you guys want to take off, by all means, feel free. Holy smokes, boys, we just got back at the end of the day here. Look at the rain. Just missed it. Just missed it by that much. I left the site and I could see the sky coming back into Stillwater from Woodbury, just south of us, probably 30 minutes here. Holy smokes, it looked wild. It was just pouring like the dickens. I went through a construction zone, freaking flooded out the whole road. They had the orange cones and pieces flying all over the road. It was just crazy. We got the shop open here. We're airing her out a little bit. Hopefully she'll cool down a little bit in here. She was getting a little warm from opening and closing the doors all the time with all this heat the last week. It's been like 90 all week and we got it down to like 70 some right now with this rain. Freaking awesome. Just love it. All right, guys, it is Monday the 16th here. We are back in Woodbury. We had to take Friday off because of rain. It just absolutely poured. We got a bunch of rain, so everything was just soaked here. So we just ended up not doing anything since all we had to do was black dirt, planting, stuff like that. It would have just been a huge mess. Decided not to do it. As you guys can see over here, we got all the plants. Gurton's brought those over this morning. We got a tree going in right now. Some sort of crabapple tree. We're gonna be putting that guy over here where Ducky's digging the hole. Looking busy. We've got this rock here. A lot of this was over in here. We shoveled all that out, put it over here. The customer wanted to reuse it. We're gonna get a little bit more to top dress it and try to wash it off, get some of this, hit the leaf blower on and try to get some of this dirt and stuff out of it. So we're gonna try to place this tree in here right now. All right, guys, we got the plants going in now. Chase is digging them in the rock area. We got a couple U's in there. Josh is on the saw. Ducky's down here on the sod kicker. Ducky, is this the easiest grass you've ever sod kicked before?
Easiest.
Oh yeah.
Easiest route.
Probably been here for about 5 minutes now and you've gotten that far. This ground is just solid clay here. Stops you dead. Keep in mind, Ducky weighs about what, 215, 220?
Yeah.
So that's 220 pounds trying to move that and it just won't. Holy crap. Well, remember how you were saying you wanted to lose some weight?
Yeah.
This'll do it. This'll do it.
Yeah.
Dan's going like mad on the planting. Got the tree in. I have to clip up some of these. A couple of them got busted off in delivery. All right, so we got all the plants in, we got all the mulch in, we got Chase going around watering everything now. One of the hardest jobs of the whole gig here. When you water these, come up, these top ones come up to this side and water that way, please. Yeah, so we don't get the patio. Those guys definitely need some water. We got all the rock done, cleaned up, washed off. Ducky's over here being very careful as to not get the patio wet because we got polymeric sand going on right now. Colton just got here with the sod. Josh is unloading them. Dan's helping out. We're gonna get all this stuff sodded up. We got a trench out there. We got a sod up as well. That's got some drain tile in it. You should have seen this. The designer finally got here. Didn't really do a whole lot, but he got here. And Jack, I know you're watching. I'm just kidding. We love you. But we got, he's got a video of the water just rushing down here. It looked like a freaking river on top of this last Friday when it rained, or last Thursday rather. It's just insane water coming from all these yards. Everything channels right down here to that drain, so it's just terrible through there. It's literally a river running down through there. So how's the watering going? That fits you well.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump on this polymeric sand. The rest of the guys, once the watering's done, is gonna jump on the sod, get that all banged out. I'm on the patio. I'm in the safe zone, Ducky. You can't.
Like if I could do it.
You can't like if you want Ducky to be a dick to me. So we're gonna get this sucker done. This fire burner, we got the wrong one ordered, as you guys saw, and we got another one coming, but it's 10 weeks out, or 10 days out. I keep saying weeks. It's 10 days out. So we got some time before that's gonna get here. Got some time. So we're gonna go ahead and get going on this polymeric sand and clean everything up, get going on the sod, and go from there. Are we filming? See. All right, guys, so that's gonna mark the end of this job. We've got all the sod in. Ducky was a major factor in that. So was Josh, cutting a lot of it. So was Dan, cutting a lot and laying a lot. Well, we've got the sod in place now. We're gonna go through the irrigation system with the homeowner, check it all out, make sure it looks good. But yeah, we've got to come back, do the corner caps, and that's about that. So we're gonna call that for this video and this project. The burner and that stuff's not gonna be in for 10 days or so. So. That'll be about the end of it. Project went really smoothly, only took 4 days in total, plus probably another half day for one guy to come back and clean everything up, do the fire pit, stuff like that. So Colton's out of here now. It's gonna be getting the truck unloaded, coming back, pick up the rest of the mulch for another job. So until next time, guys.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Until next time, Dan.
Bye, YouTube.